let the kids sing.
Back in the days when I was younger, not a kid anymore. But some days I say I wish I was a kid again.
Yeah.
Back in the days when I was younger, not a kid anymore. But some days I say I wish I was a kid again. Back in the days when I was younger, not a kid anymore. But some days I say I wish I was a kid again.
Yeah.
Back in the days when I was younger, not a kid anymore. But some days I say I wish I was a kid again.
What's your name?
My name is Chumi and I'm in the 11th grade.
What are you doing here today?
I'm gonna run for charity.
So which charity will you be supporting?
I'll be supporting all three because I feel like the money should be distributed between all the three because they all have like really good causes that they want to.
What do you think of the walk and run event so far?
I think it's really fun. I've been like doing this every year since it started and like seeing like how it's grown over the years is really fun.
Look at the stars, look how they shine for you. And everything you do, yeah, they were all yellow. I came along, I wrote a song for you. And all the things you do.
Your name?
I'm Salome.
What are you gonna do here today?
I'm gonna run laps for charity.
Which charity will you be supporting?
All three of them.
All
I
three?
love helping people.
So what do you think of the walk and run event so far?
It's pretty cool. Really fun. Lots of activity going on.
I'm Maimuna.
I'm Kiran and I'm
What are you doing here today?
We're here for the walk and run.
What do you think about the walk and runs event so far?
It's really crowded, but it's really cool.
There's a lot of people, which shows that a lot of money is going to be raised.
Yeah, and I think it's a great opportunity for those in need.
Okay.
You know I love you so. You know I love you so. I swam across, I jumped across for
What is your name?
My name is Alana.
So tell us what you've been doing here today.
We've been doing this for the Wolf Foundation to support the Ethiopian wolves.
So you told me this is your first time being here. So how do you feel about the walk and run event so far?
I think it's pretty organized. Like all the other events that I've been to before have been chaotic and not as organized as this one, so I think this is pretty good.
We are working with the Ethiopian Wolf Conservation Program. So we are trying to save, and we are saving the small population of Ethiopian wolves that live in Ethiopia. That's endemic animals, you will find it just in Ethiopia, and you have less than 500 animals in Ethiopia. It means in the world.
What do you think of the walk and run so far?
Walk around is a very nice event. You can see we have different organizations here fundraising, and it helps. Alright, we'll help the wolf, but also we raise the children, and that's a nice occasion to meet people and to exchange ideas.
Hi, I'm Bethel. I'm the student leader of Project Pencil Case. So what Project Pencil Case aims to do is help advocate and promote learning for Ethiopian students throughout the country. It's a self-initiated program that was started by a lady named Arabella Stewart, who is now still the head of Project Pencil Case, but we're taking over it and helping get donations and advocate it throughout ICS. As you can see, we have a stand over there, right there, where you can see we're selling cookies, and that's the Project Pencil Case group, most of them. So yeah, that's basically, our aim is to help support and advocate learning throughout Ethiopia.
Hi!
Please explain your project.
I'm a part of OFK.
I've been a part of OK for the past 3 years.
What have you guys been doing so far?
So far we go to OK every Friday and we read to the kids. They're all between the ages of 6 to 12. We came up with a project to help them build shelves in 10th while I was in 10th grade, and the shelves are still there. We have a fun day for them every year. They come here and they play a bunch of games and they make a lot of art supplies.
What would you like to see happen in the future?
More juniors joining so it doesn't, so it stays on and it doesn't end.
What do you think of the walk and run event so far?
It's really good. It helps fund OK a lot. It raises a lot of money.
I'm Stephanie.
And please explain about your project.
I'm involved in the gang club. I'm one of the heads, or the co-heads, and I'm also in Ethiopia Reads. And in the gang club, we basically help different groups come up, and we're mostly focused on community service. While in Ethiopia Reads, we go help pre-K children learn how to read, write, and color. It's really fun because we're everyone's day, but it always seems like you don't have enough time with them.
What would you like to see happen in the future?
Well, I think ICS is already a very well-built community school, but I think focus not only on 3 projects, but a lot more projects that could help would be actually really good.
How are you enjoying the walk and run so
It's
far?
really fun. I wish I could participate this year, but then I'd rather be behind the booth actually helping rather than running.
I'm Rocky.
I'm Isabella.
I'm Acid too.
I'm Emily. I'm Anna.
I'm Mrs. Gunther.
I'm Mia.
Please tell us a little bit about your project.
We're the sisterhood. We meet every Friday and we're a middle school group of young ladies.
We're trying to donate money to the charities.
And we're also handing out delicious treats that we made ourselves yesterday.
So we are Project Pads. This is Azera, producer Anwar, and Jocelyn. So basically we are also known as Empowerment Pads, and what we do is aim to make sanitary towels for young ladies like us around Addis and around rural parts of Ethiopia who do not have the privilege of buying their own sanitary towel and staying in school. So our goals are to provide sanitary napkins for the young girls in Ethiopia, and what we want to do is we want to make it affordable for them, so they can stay in school. Most of them, they stop going to school because of this problem. So what we want is we want to empower them to stay and continue their education. So what we've done so far is we have ordered sewing machines, and the sewing machines are here. And what we need to do is sew. And we need your help.
Basically, all of us are graduating in a few months, and we would like to continue this project. So we need people who can sew, teachers, we need students, or just people who are generally interested in helping out.
And motivated, by the way. You have to be motivated.
So if you would like to join our cause, then please email us by Zipra. Yeah.
Cause most of us are bitter over someone.
And that's very nice to be here, definitely. That's very nice for everybody, for her that can present our project to save the wolf, but also to meet everybody here in Addis and help the children. So I'm very glad to be here. I'm not very good in talking, but that's fine. Thanks you very much.
Next we have Dr. Einar. Dr. Einar is the reason why this started 5 years ago. The work that this man does cannot be accurately described on this stage. The work that this man does is so important that we would just take a moment and think about a small representative sample of some of the work and the patients that he does. Dr. Einar.
Eric, thank you very much. Again, thank you for inviting us to come to this wonderful event. You, Seppo, and your wonderful team. And the reason why I'm standing here is all these kids that are next to me here. I'm very proud of what they have achieved today. They are victims of burns, and they have been operated. Some of them have been operated once, some of them have been operated 2 times, and some of them have been operated 5, 6 times. I would like to highlight maybe a couple, 2 or 3 of these patients. first, I will take one. His name is Burhanu Nega. He is the only one here, I think, who is not a burn victim, but a road accident victim from a bus accident where several people died. He survived. He survived with 2 terribly broken legs. He was hospitalized for weeks. And some people, a Norwegian nurse asked me, can we have a look at this patient? He was not walking for many, many weeks. And the only option for him was to be amputated. So this is a bright boy. We operated him maybe 8 or 9 or 10 times, I don't know. Today he's walking, he's not using crutches, and he attended the walk and run for the first time. Give him a good hand. We have another girl here. She comes from very, very far away. Her name is Ehetenesh. She has actually been to Norway for a burn camp last year. Went to Oslo, to Stavanger, and had a great time together with Chalto. Ehetenesh was brought to us from Gondar, where she stayed a year or so in the hospital. And I would like to ask how she looked like when she came after 1 year of a terrible burn. So she was walking in that position, and she was through, I think, 3 or 4 operations. Now she can raise up her hand, and she's a great person, isn't she? Well, I could mention every one of them. This is Haron, who was suffered with a terrible burn on his head for about 8-9 years, chronic wounds, never healed. So we did an operation on him as well. Now he is staying in Addis and attending school. He has no more wounds. On the top, he's very healthy, very happy, and I'm very happy too. From Sa, he has been attending this event many times. He is not a burn victim, but he was born with a congenital malformation of his right leg. He could not walk. So the only way to help him was actually to amputate his leg, which was so huge and was not possible to do anything. But I have a hope that one day we will give him a prosthesis. He did 10 laps with crutches. I hope in a year or 2 he will do 20 with one artificial leg. We have Telahun with... He did 6 laps with a bad contracted left foot that had been operated, but now at least he can walk properly. Before operation, his foot was just glued to his chin, to his leg, to the front of his leg. So he's quite much better off today. Gezain he did 10 laps. He's a burn patient. When I saw him, and I'm not exaggerating, his knee joint was pointing 90 degrees, his leg was pointing 90 degrees out like that. Now he has stopped using crutches, he can walk on both legs. He will need some more help because he's a growing child that needs some surgical corrections from time to time. He did 10 laps, fantastic. And we have Elena, that had a very bad injured hand. She has been through, I think, only 1 operation so far, and she will be operated more to make the hand more functional. Thank you. We have Jan also with a bad burn. She could not stretch her groin, and her knee joint was a little like that. So she did 12 laps. And these are just part of a group of wonderful people. It is a pleasure and it is a great award for me and our foundation that we can help these wonderful children. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, Dr. Einar, for all the fantastic work you do. Next we have Miss Tracy Chanelu. Miss Tracy has been working for many years with Our Father's Kitchen, and she'll share with you a few words about the nature of the organization and what we're out here today to support with that.
Good morning, everybody. Thank you for coming out. I am proud to represent Our Father's Kitchen and Mr. Yasser Begish, who owns Lime Tree, who started the whole institution of Our Father's Kitchen. It's an organization that feeds hungry children, some of the most impoverished kids in Addis Ababa. We have 3 kitchens with about 3 cooks cooking for them, and that's the only expense other than food. So every birr that you give today will go directly for food. 1 meal for 1 child is about 7 birr. This bag that you see will feed 17 kids. These wonderful art, Helen's art, will feed 17 kids. Okay, and we've got yummy cupcakes to decorate as well. So ICS has been a partner with our Father's Kitchen through service learning for over 4 years. Mr. Asid Mesvani is somewhere here, and he takes kids every week to our Father's Kitchen to do art projects, reading, and things like that. So I want to thank the middle and high school for continually supporting OFK. Thank you everybody for coming out. Thank you.
So, Mr. Hathaway, how has the walk and run been today?
I think it's been absolutely fantastic. What we saw today is a great example of when a community comes together with a singular approach to a problem, and our problem is a problem in Ethiopia. We're talking about the lack of treatment for severe burns, and that's been the primary motivation to have this. And our event grew to support the Ethiopian Wolf Conservation Program in our Father's Kitchen. We have increased participation each and every year. The Burn Care Foundation themselves have definitely taken on the opportunity to use this as a vehicle to raise a lot of funds. So for me, it's much less about money being raised, although that's really at the end of the day the result that pays medical bills, that pays the money for the meals at OFK, that supports the education, outreach, and vaccination work. But I think awareness has been generated. I literally had a conversation with a parent that said, I didn't know wolves were in Ethiopia. They are, and there's the director for the organization that conserves them. So that, I think, is something to illustrate why today is a good day. Of course, is people just moving around, and the music, the weather was great. I spend it the day with my family, and the thing that I think is probably for our high school a really important consideration is the fact that, like yourself, many students were involved with initiatives. We had kids that were selling food, with students that were promoting their service learning projects. We had younger students that were selling lemonade, and it was a great day. It really was.
Thank you.
Yeah, it really was.